How are you today? I am so excited for this live. Today we're going to be talking with my dear friend Ashlee, and she's going to be sharing all about body positivity, and she's going to be talking about her view, what she believes about body positivity, and her special message. So just a little bit about Ashlee before she hops on. So Ashlee is a wife. She is a mama of two, and they are so adorable. She has a beautiful little girl and a beautiful son. She is a health and fitness coach, and she desires to see ladies feel empowered to love the skin they are in and to honor God with their bodies. And I am so excited for her to arrive. Oh, I see her. I'm going to go ahead and invite her on. Let me see. I think that worked. Ashlee! Hello, friends.
How are you? Good. Sorry, I might have some distractions. I have children with me that were unplanned today.
That is A-okay. We are just doing life and showing up as is. Oh my goodness, are you outside enjoying the beautiful weather today?
We are, yes. We love outside.
Oh my goodness, and I love your earrings. So cute.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
so cute.
Can you say hi? No.
Hi.
Too shy.
Oh, say your daughter's name.
My daughter's name is Leah, and then this is Emerson.
Oh my goodness, Leah and Emerson. Good to meet you guys. Oh my goodness. So, Ashlee, I am so excited to hear you share a little bit about body positivity and your view, your message. I had read a post that you had written, and I was crying. It was so good. So, if you wouldn't mind telling us a little bit about you. I kind of introduced you a little bit before you popped on, and then go ahead and share with us a little bit about body positivity with love.
Yeah. So I will probably admit my journey started when I did not have such a positive body image of myself, and really was more about I just felt so uncomfortable with the skin I was in, and I just selfishly wanted to look better and feel better, and a lot of it was post baby with her, actually, when she was born. And so I kind of started this health and fitness journey, and was very vain probably about it. With her, I got down to I felt great, I looked great, all the things, but it was about how I looked and how I felt, and not about necessarily feeling good in our skin. And it was very restrictive with what I was eating and things like that. And so after my second was born, he's 3, I struggled to lose the weight again, and I went through that journey of well, what happens if I never lose this? Will I be okay? And had to get to a point where it was do I want to be restrictive, or do I want to get to enjoy food? And do I want to get to enjoy life? And do I want to get to say yes to things and not no to things? And what does that look like? And it's hard because it's such a balance, right? We want to be healthy. We want to honor God with our choices. Obviously, if we eat sugar all day, we might crave that, but we can't just eat sugar all day. That's not going to honor God with our bodies either.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it came to a place where it's also if a friend's serving dessert, I'm not gonna say no.
I love that. Super mom right there.
Oh, my
Super mom right there.
And they're fighting just for you, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, but I want to be able to say yes to things and to people and not have to feel bad about that. And then, girls are lovely. Okay, you guys, honey, Mommy's in the middle of sharing something, okay?
She really is. I said crazy with Lucy. Ashlee is such a super mom. She straight up is, y'all. Oh my gosh.
Woo, this is good. This is challenging my inner self here. But it just can started dressing herself and wanting to put on clothes that were exactly like what I was wearing. You know, like if there was something in her closet and it was similar to mine, she wanted to put it. And just how impressionable that is. And it really stuck with me, like, wow, she is watching everything I do and everything I say. And that means something, right? Like, and I need to be careful with how I do this journey because I want her to have a journey of health and not to see mom being about like a weight or a size or any of it. But it wasn't until recently I was running and listening to a podcast and just was challenged with the thought of what would it look like if she came out and was like, Mom, I don't look good in these jeans. Like, and I, you know, I mean, I'm sure most of us moms try to be conscious about what we say in front of our children, but they hear things that we say when we don't think they're around, and they are. But then also that inner self-talk that we have with ourselves and how demeaning that is to God and how he created us, how demeaning it is and how hurtful it is to our own self and our own journeys. Like, it's horrible. And it's not just about, I mean, we were talking specifically, I was talking about health, but I mean, it's true about, like, I'll often say, like, I mean, my husband's not going to love me because I did this or I screwed up. And, like, we have this, like, I have this horrible inner critic self-talk thing that goes on that God would not be honoring to God. And if I heard her say those things about her, I would be so sad that that's how she was thinking, you know.
And, you know, your post resonated with me so much because I believe that we are examples to other women around us, to our children, whether we're teachers and we're teaching, whether we are having nieces or, you know, daughters or granddaughters, whatever the case may be, they're watching us and they, like you were saying, want to be like us. And I want to start this new thing, this new generation. My whole mission is to help women feel confident so they can achieve their goals and show up powerfully in the world. And so your message resonated so well with me, like so deeply, because if we as the example, as the leaders of the younger generation, as women, instead of saying all the things we dislike about our bodies, I would love to start a trend where we actually start saying what we do like and what we're thankful for. And I don't know why as women we don't. And, you know, I don't know if it's because we're afraid of sounding vain or we're afraid of sounding prideful or whatever it may be. But the impact of degrading ourselves or saying these horrible, like you were saying perfectly, not honoring God things about our body that he says is fearfully and wonderfully made. You know, that every hair on your head is numbered. You're not a mistake. I made you the way that you are. And we're saying these terrible, horrible things about ourselves. And, you know, we're not taking a moment to be thankful. Like, this is the body that bore my children. This is the body I get to enjoy life in. This is the body I get to hug my loved ones. This is the body that I get to enjoy the world and work and serve people and God in. And I just want to change the trajectory of women and saying it's okay to say that you like something about yourself. Let the younger generation hear that about yourself. Not a cocky or prideful thing, but, you know, just say, you know what, I love my smile, or I love my eyes, or I love the way this dress looks on me today. I feel good. I can't wait to get out there and serve my people, my community. So you had mentioned some amazing questions, Ashlee, in your post that you had heard from a podcast. I don't know what podcast you listen to, girlfriend, but oh my goodness, those questions were so good. Do you remember them?
I don't remember. I was gonna look over right before you, and then I was like, oh, she's on. Never mind.
That is okay.
Something about like honoring God with your body, and like, is there something? What are you saying to yourself? And then, like, how can you change, like, flip that, I think.
Yes, girl. Do you mind if I read your questions? They
Sure.
were so thought-provoking. I literally printed out your comment because look at me. I was so in love by your comment. I had to print it out, and I'm like, you know what? My community needs to hear this, and it's good to just think and reflect on. So these are the questions Ashlee shared, and it was so good. She shared again from a podcast she had listened to. The first one was, how do you normally think about your body? How do you normally talk to it? Would you ever talk to someone you love like that? What do you appreciate about your body? Make a list and write down every single thing. What are some practical ways you can honor God with your body? And I just thought those were such great questions. I'm right on point, girl. Right on point.
Yeah, and the podcast was Christy B. Wright. I can't remember what episode it was, but it was one of her podcasts. And I think, like, even outside the realm of our body, it's like those things are true just about any area of our life, the things that we say negatively about ourselves. Yeah, it's interesting. I run, like, health and fitness community for women primarily, and every once in a while I'll challenge them to say something that they love about themselves physically.
Yes.
And it's interesting how hard it is for us to do. And you're right, you said something about, like, I don't know if it feels like we like are self-indulgent or what, if it's like we don't want to say positive things about ourselves because we want to be humble. I think that is a piece of it. Like, if we say we like this about ourselves, people are going to think we are self-righteous or whatnot. But like, to say negative things is dishonoring. Like, there's that balance. I mean, there's a balance with all things, but God would want us to speak about ourselves in a positive way, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But it's easy. You could ask them what things they want to change about themselves, and they could tell you 10 things in 2 minutes.
A list of things. Oh my goodness, girlfriend. For sure. And you know, this topic resonates so much to me because I was someone who struggled for the longest time with body image and just my appearance, and through like just my journey of learning, as you know, I own the boutique, and then I'm doing personal styling and learning about different body shapes and the curves and lines and just how to dress in a way that flatters your figure and exhibits you. I've learned so much because I really struggled trying to fit into those fast trending things, like, and when I would beat myself up over it because I would go into the fitting room trying to try on these pieces that everybody else was wearing, everybody else looked fantastic in, and I worked out, I was eating healthy, but I looked horrible in it, and I couldn't figure out why. And instead of thinking, oh my goodness, maybe your body shape isn't the best for low-rise skinny jeans, maybe go from mid to high-rise, right? Like,
if I ever have to wear those again.
I know. I didn't think that. You know what I did? I started crying. I started saying terrible things about myself and really just tearing myself apart in the mirror rather than saying, oh my goodness, I didn't know any better. I didn't know any better to say, oh, let's try mid to high rise. You know, something that's not so constricting and not complimenting my figure. And instead of looking at the clothes and the silhouettes of what I was trying on, I was saying horrible things about me and the body God has given me. And so I'm all about trying to bring about a change where we're celebrating our bodies and we're thankful for our bodies and we're embracing our bodies. And it's really hard to do. I'm not going to say that every day I feel like 100, but like I want to start trying to move in that direction and to lock arms with women who want to do the same.
Yeah.
Because we have the younger generation too that is looking to us. And we're setting the stage for them on how to act and how to speak about ourselves, and you know, it always leads to something else, right? Like that terrible comment we say about ourselves. You know, if you know, it's horrible to say, but if our daughter were to say that, like, then you have all these other issues as far as mindsets that change, the confidence level that changes, eating disorders that happen, comparison to people on the internet, all these other things that are so harmful to the souls of women and the generation coming up.
And that generation, I mean, I didn't have social media, so there was one less element to have to worry about. But now they have that where you can picture perfect things, and that's a whole nother game. But it is, and I think of my journey. I mean, it's a journey, and we have to appreciate it. But how much that negative self-talk affected me in so many areas of my life, and how for years I believed I was not worthy of love from people because of an outward appearance, or how not even outward, because I didn't look bad. It was how I felt I looked, and I just lacked that confidence, for no reason,
Yeah.
And it all came, I mean, obviously Satan, but
Yes.
He likes to shame us any way he can, but we do it. I just want that generation, women our age, women older than us, to know that,
yes,
there's always going to be a journey with how we feel in our health, but that to love the pieces of your body, because if you don't now, it's not going to matter what size you get to, you're not going to love it.
That's right.
Right. You can be a size 12 and you can get to a size 2, and if you haven't learned at size 12 to love yourself, you're probably not going to love yourself at size 2, unfortunately.
Ashlee, yes, I agree with that. So, Ashlee, thank you so much.
Yes, thanks for having me.
I love what you're doing. I love the content you share on Instagram. And obviously, everyone can see your beautiful heart and just everything you share, so much value. Can you please share how we can follow you, how we can get to know you more?
Yeah. You can just follow me. Instagram's probably the best. It's probably where I share most consistently is Ashlee Francois here at Instagram. I'd love for you to follow me along, and primarily do a lot in stories, but sometimes in my feed too. But just want to encourage you, and please send me a message, because I just love talking with women behind the scenes too. So I'd be happy to chat with anybody, and thank you for having me. I've loved getting to know you on here, and
yes, I've loved it. We've always kind of messaged back and forth and commented, and I was like, oh, I need to meet this girl. I just love her. Are you on Facebook? Because I am going to share the reason for my community.
Yep, I don't have a Facebook page, but I think it's Facebook, and then it's Ashlee.Francois. It would be the link. So yeah.
Thank you. Friend, thank you for coming on and sharing your heart and talking to us about body positivity. We all need it. We all need to hear it and share it. And you're a beautiful friend inside and out, and thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I love it.
Talk to you soon, friend.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.